Day 57, Min Beneath the Trees, and I found some real bush today. You'll have much to reflect on when you reach home. I'm so proud of you and what you've achieved already, Ottlin declared as they landed in Shinaray's branches. As are we, added Shinaray, overhearing his last words. Min wasn't sure she deserved their praise. She thanked them humbly before explaining the billow pillow dilemma. Let's get to the nub of the problem then, Gladderall proposed. Because of the valley's shape and thermodynamics in weather like this, the wind gets up in the late afternoon, blowing from east to west, which means the billow pillow could be deployed, let me calculate, yes, shortly before this sunset, or the sunset of the following eco, and certainly well before mid-dark, he said, sounding well pleased with his reckoning. It can't be made this sunset because the evacuation is not complete. That leaves very little margin for error, Shinaray warned. Or the spinners much time to try and cover you, Min added. Min, I think our best chance may be Micah's waves. Don't forget too, we are determined to resist with all our might thanks to you, and we have Cook's decoy orchestra. Perhaps together those will work to protect some of us, Shimron offered philosophically. As long as the New Forest is saved and the beings and creatures are evacuated, you'll have achieved far beyond the massive task you came here to perform. Shinaray added with a gentle gratitude in her voice. Min struggled to hold herself together. She had to preserve her tears. The closest such a terrible annihilation approached these venerable ancient trees, the more her pain grew. It's all wrong. It shouldn't be happening. The Gorbals responsible should know what they've done. Fury surged through her in a white-hot wave. Min, Flutter pulsed, urging her to listen. There's no point in your fury now. In the future, yes. Not now. You're doing all you can, helping the others. Steel, not jelly, Flick reminded her. It's true. If I'd let these feelings overcome me, I'll lose focus. Steel it is then. Ottlin, we're off to Glindle Bend. I must find out how the Irrigate team are going. Then we'll fly back to Cassian and Priska and talk to them and Nephilim about the timing for the billow pillow. I hope you can get some rest. And you too, Min. Take care. They took off in different directions. Eco 6 sunset to Eco 7 sunrise. The sunset, the darkness hiding a storm of activity. Min wasn't aware of sleeping or eating. Even though she wasn't flying, her body ached with the constant movement between the teams and reporting back to the council. Azzy seemed tireless. Matilda and Radian worked without rest throughout the eco-dark, marshalling the flocks and completing hundreds of trips back and forth from the old forest to the valley walls. When Min arrived back to check Nephilim and Cassian's progress, the spinners had become restless with the long wait as they jostled for position on the open plain. Why don't we employ them to drape a billow pillow over the old forest trees facing Tussock Plain when the wind blows in from the west in the morning, she suggested. It's a great idea, Min, but we'll need to eat millions of blizzos to give us the energy and also complete the new forest mantle, Nephilim responded. Desperate to save as many trees as possible, Min decided to consult Ottlin once more. I'll be back, she called, waking the resting Azzy. He needed no urging to launch like a rocket in search of Ottlin. How do we get the blizzos to self-sacrifice and save more trees, Ottlin? It doesn't seem at all right, she confessed when she found him at the Radiance Council. Perhaps that demands too much of the blizzos themselves. Might they consider a less immediate contribution, such as their larvae? That might be a solution. If it is, I think this is a task for Matilda, he suggested. She might have the stomach for it. Matilda seemed unusually enthusiastic as she agreed to take on the task. They called on the leader, a blizzo named Blaggett. Matilda went straight to the point. How long does it take you to create your larvae? No time. Why? Blaggett bizzed. We want you to sacrifice one generation of larvae to feed the spinners so they can save more of the forest, Matilda stated bluntly. Min was deeply relieved that it was not her asking for the slaughter of their offspring. Blaggett buzzed off nearby. A loud round of bizzing went on as Blaggett consulted with her lieutenants and their swarms. "This waiting is unbearable. There's too much at stake," Min muttered to Matilda. "It is what it is. All we can do is ask and accept the answer." Matilda's response was devoid of emotion. Good leaves on a tree, she really is a clone of Galeen, Min thought. Blaggett returned with an agreement relieving Min's tension. "It is agreed," he buzzed. "We will make this sacrifice for the greater good of all who depend on the radiance." Elated, they raced back to give Cassian, Priscilla, and Nephi the good news. The sun was soon to rise. Nephi needed to move fast to position the spinners strategically as the wind picked up and blew in from the west. They instantly released their strands all along the eastern side of the old forest. It was an astonishing sight. As far as Min could see, the billow pillow covered the length of tussock plain at least 8 to 12 trees deep into the old forest. She'd asked Arida to do the mathematics later. For the moment, she comforted herself with the thought that it would add up to thousands more silver radiants potentially saved. Not quite so magnificent, but remarkable all the same. Min glimpsed a storm cloud of blizzards arriving and to rain their larvae down on the hungry spiders. She decided she could be of greater use elsewhere. And I'll see you beneath the trees tomorrow.